This summer, we certainly felt the effects here in the Pacific Northwest of our changing climate. Record and deadly heat, mega fires that ravaged our landscape and choked the West with smoke, and severe storms. Events that will only get more intense as our climate warms.
This decade is going to determine whether or not life is going to be recognizable for our children and grandchildren.
Congressman Earl Blumenauer says there's no time to wait. Just back from the UN Climate Change Conference, he outlined his plans to strengthen federal response to climate disasters like fires and heat waves.
FEMA is not authorized to deal with extreme heat. This is an area where we need to adjust what we do and how we go about it.
It's all in his new report called From Ruin to Resilience, Protecting Communities and Preventing Disasters, which also breaks down what the federal government is doing wrong.
We still allow people to build in the flame zone between the urban areas and out in the woods.
Blumenauer says to protect people, we need to first keep them out of risky areas.
I mean, right now, one branch of the federal government is moving to get people located out of floodplains because they suffer repeated flood loss, FEMA. And there's another agency, the HUD, which is because this land is inexpensive.
The report analyzes the impacts of various climate disasters around the country and examines the federal government's failure to properly prepare and respond.
The people who pay the price tend to be those who can least afford it. They're in vulnerable communities, low income, people of color, historically have been shortchanged.
Blumenauer says it's time the federal government spend money on programs to protect people, not just to respond to disasters. In the coming weeks, he'll begin introducing legislation to support the goals of his agenda.
And even the path that we're on now is not going to be enough to forestall really horrific impacts. So we need to redouble the efforts. We need to make sure that everybody is a part of it.
Keely Chalmers, KGW News.